Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day 2 of Copa America. This has been a banger so far. We've had some ups and downs, some upsets, and the Titans moving through. Now we're headed on to day number 2, and well, look at that. The schedule's here for you. Starting off tonight, we've got Brazil versus Chile in the winners finals.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think this is going to be pretty comprehensive from Brazil, but I mean, Chile yesterday shocked everybody in putting Peru into the lower bracket, and then Peru said goodbye yesterday via Argentina. So there's a lot for Chile to play for here, a lot for them to prove. They're basically playing with house money, Joshua, and I think that if they play like they did yesterday and they have that controlled aggression and the pop-off moments from their DPS duo, I think they could give Brazil a little bit of a run for their money.
As we're going to see here already, right? We talked about it. Brazil, Chile. That's the first thing, but then obviously we'll have to see how that's going to go down the line. Now we're headed into these next couple of games, right? I believe these are both first to 3 now instead of the first to 2. So, more Overwatch today, more chances for comebacks in the series.
We'll see. We'll see how this actually goes down because, man, like, if Chile doesn't go down, right? If Chile goes down to the lower bracket, Argentina could be, basically maybe they saved a little bit for nothing or for something for later on. Maybe they didn't take the first game seriously. Maybe they didn't have everybody available. Maybe they are just, were playing possum and just wanted to get Brazil in the grand final. I don't know. But looking at how they played yesterday and looking what Peru did against Argentina, I think that they're going to actually have a lot more problems than what we saw. Because Argentina, they brought in Trincanuelas, who absolutely dazzled on the Tracer, right? Yep. But I don't know if they can line up against what Chile brought out yesterday because the marksmanship was too dang good.
Yeah, right. I mean, the Chile. I mean, Bert was just on a different level last night with the Freya, right, as well. I mean, and then the controlled aggression, like you were talking about, Crow on that tank playing that wrecking ball especially as well, something that we're not normally seeing at this time, was really good. And then, also as well, the support line, Senses and LCS, right? Senses was just on a level of landing anti-nades that we've seen kind of in the old like the old Jonak Ryuje Hong days, right? That was how good it felt their Ana was last night. They they just peaked, they transcended, they went Super Saiyan.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think Census had the on a performance of the day, the uncanny ability to know when to toss that nade out, and then the follow up from Burt and from Crow. Let's not forget that Crow played the Zarya yesterday
Yep.
to perfection on Busan and had just a wonderful time. Thank you very much. Built up grab so fast. The flexibility is there. Now up against the juggernaut of the continent
Yeah.
in Brazil. I mean, how do you see them go up against Luvico? I think that's really where we need to see the first part of this is the genesis of what Chile is trying to become and bringing themselves out of the junior stages up onto the big world stage. I think that's what we look at right now is the first clash between Luvico and Crow. That we could be seeing a lot of Crow here if Crow has the performance that they could have today.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw yesterday in the matchup with Argentina, right? They started out really slow. So again, if Chile brings out that level of aggression we saw yesterday against this Brazil roster, catches them out guards, and maybe sets their sets the mentals of Brazil down really early, right? We could see that upset. It's definitely in the realm of possibility, however unlikely. It has to start with this first map that we're going to be seeing.
Just remember, Joshua, that Argentina took the first sub map off of Brazil because they came out on a hazard composition and they tried to force a Winston into it. Once they answered into the mirror, it was all but done from that point. And that and Mocha. We haven't brought up Mocha yet. Mocha had a transcending experience yesterday, bringing the Brigitte out and really showing what you can do with a world-class main support. Being able to use the boot to reposition diving characters coming into the back line, being able to use the shield bash as movement. All these things that you see from these top tier main supports across any region right now, Mocha, definitely at the top of my list for South America.
And especially this is a really interesting way for our upper bracket finals to start, right? It's not starting out on control tonight. So this is also a wrench into things as well because it is going to the most momentum-based game mode in Overwatch, right? We're headed into Flashpoint to start the day off. So this as well is a huge boon to Chile, right? I mean, they can start things off here with a really good night if they start off well on Flashpoint. As now we can take a look at the rosters yet again for both of these two teams.
I mean, if you remember, Shimigami last night kind of got diffed out at times by an opposing Freya or against a hit scan player. Did not fare well against the Cassidy from Argentina in Oracle. So, I mean, there was like moments where the cracks in the armor kind of showed up. Maybe it was just a little bit of over eagerness on the part of the DPS. Maybe it was a little bit of over positioning. But, looking at the rest of them, I mean, Kabalata had a fantastic day on Genji. Played a little bit of the Tracer as well. Luvico, I mean, I sing the praises of this tank player, one of the best in South America. But I think that Nitishte is going to be who we look at. Can they provide the same amount of support yesterday against the Chile team that controlled aggression? They were always looking for the backline, Joshua. That's the big thing that I want to point out right now.
Yeah, right. And that's a great way to win Overwatch games, right? Going back to front, taking out the backlines first, and then working from there because you can't stay alive without your supports. So if we continue to see that from Chile, right? Again, there's more things that we're seeing, and that could it'll be the recipe for success. I'm also interested, right? Because we didn't see the DPS that were in that graphic yesterday. Besides Burt, right? It was one of their substitutes, Stark, who came off the bench for them in that matchup against Peru. We'll see if we see more of their roster tonight here.
I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, if I'm looking at what they've got on their face-it sheet right now, I mean, it looks like they're bringing in somebody different yet again. In the look of, I believe it was Husing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for who that is on their on their sheet. I don't know who that is. So it looks like they're going to be a DPS player. I know that for sure. Suravasa is where we're starting out here. And Joshua, this is going to be interesting to see who gets first control of market.
Yeah, it should be interesting indeed to see who it's going to be. And I like this look, right? The Sombra coming out early from Chile, right? Can really set the table if you can get some good value. But Crow's already so low. Luvico is going to start it off. This is a nice opening for Brazil to start us off here. They've already found everything they need to take first point control of Suravasa.
I mean, other than Cabalata and Mocha, everything can be shot from range for Brazil. So they can poke in. I mean, you're looking to hold, points here. Crow is going to be especially adamant and on their guard for when you see Cabalata going up and you got to hold the javelin spin. You can't use it for movement all the time. Sometimes you got to use it to keep everything coming out from coming in.
And Husing's already down for the count. It's just not what you wanted to see here if you're a Chile fan. Is they're going to have to run for the hills, run for the fences to try to stay alive. Burt is going to be able to get an exit kill, but they are going to go down as well here as Brazil are firing on all cylinders, right? They do not want to be the next team that Chile upsets.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're looking at what Cabalata is doing right now, is just providing this front-end poke, giving Luvico, basically an extra protection, an extra cooldown on that javelin spear. So, with the deflect up and almost blade online, he's been putting the work in.
I mean, it was a good idea with the Sombra, but now going back over to the Genji here for Husing. See if it's going to matter. Bola shot in, but it's going to get eaten up by Luvico's. And now there's going to be the Cabalata blade out too. And might not find much value with it. It's still not going to matter because Brazil has found all the picks they need in the end to take the first flash point.
Definitely probably want to have that blade back, but I mean, the way that first engagement on market went, I don't know if you necessarily have to worry about it. Garden is up next here on Suravasa. Burt gone over to the Cassidy, so Shinigami has already reared their ugly head and gotten the work done. There's a bolo shot up. Bye-bye, Burt.
As Burt's down, made the swap over to the Cassidy now, trying to get some more long-range damage going in. As LCS is going to find Mocha, but I think that might just be the only thing they find, right? Is the rest of the team is going to rotate away, and that is going to be a fight yet again for Brazil.
Swap coming through. This is actually a perfect counter to the Orisa. You're not going to have the same amount of mitigation coming through, but you are going to have a lot more presence, and then once you get that particle cannon just burning and glowing, that's exactly what you need. So we'll see how they are able to path on this, and the rally's out.
Rally out from Mocha. Now Kitsune rush in from Census, though, so it could definitely change things out, especially with Sound Barrier coming through. But there's the Orbital Ray online from Neen. That's all signs go for Brazil. They do lose Cabalata, but it's just the consolation prize yet again, is it's all Brazil in this kill feed here. It's up to 55%.
We talked about Mocha yesterday and how darn good they are in the main support position, and showing it once again. And Luvico already taking Husing down. I'm not sure where their other DPS is right now, but they have definitely taken a step back from what we saw yesterday.
I don't know what's happening. Something's got to give here. Something's got to change for Chile at this moment. I don't think they're going to be able to take this second flashpoint, but they've got to rotate and retreat. Maybe they are going to try to take it here. Crow's made that swap over to the Zaryan now, too. Point is going to be propped up by Chile, still looking to hold on to this, trying as they will, trying as they might, but they lost Crow yet again in this fight. Still an opportunity. Terror Surge coming through. Husing's down as they are going to be spinning to winning, as that should just finish it off with the last couple of picks coming through from Brazil. Census is down, and well, that's going to be all she wrote for second flashpoint.
Yeah, and I'm a little confused with the support line coming in from Chile right now. The Senses had such a standout performance, a memorable performance on the Ani yesterday, especially since you see that Brazil's not running the Kiriko. There's no cleanse there, so you would be getting so much value on the nades in particular. I mean, you only have the javelins throw every so often, so if you can kind of wait out and see what Luvico is going to do, you can get massive value with this. But that's a good opening pick.
Yeah, great opening pick. Shinigami now down here as Dragon Blade can be used by Huzzing. Now they're going to rotate in. As they're going to be able to, no, they go down knee. It's all off the back of Moki yet again with the shield bash taking them down. Deadeye in from Burt, trying to buy time, trying to buy space, trying to buy this percentage into their favor, but it's just not working out quite just yet. Crow almost has this Terror Surge, but they're already down. There's this bleed out from Cavallati yet again. We'll see if that's going to keep it going in their favor. Burt's going to find that pick, but still, it's to anyone's point. No one has taken it quite just yet, but losing Burt like that will probably seal it in Brazil's favor.
Yep, absolutely does. And I mean, we've got a sound barrier ready to go. I think that you wise to save it because you know that ultimates are coming online for Brazil. But I mean, the blade got nothing from Huzing, and you ended up expending your Kitsune rush from Senses. I would have taken that opportunity to make a change, bring out and try to play for Nanoblade.
Well, they have the ultimate available. They have this Graviton Surge here. We'll see if they're going to go in as they've already lost Huzzing, though. Orbital Ray, Sound Barrier in. They've lost Knee now, though, so there's still an opportunity, but now Crow's gone. Bound back to spawn, and it looks like it's going to be keep on going in Brazil's favor here. Terra Surge in, trying to finish it off, and his Burt is felled, and that might just be that. 60% to go. It's last fight territory.
I mean, they're going to have to really think about how they can take this next fight. I mean, you've got nothing online. Bird's over to the Sojourn now, trying anything they can do to keep Shinigami and Knee at bay. I mean, the mobility is just absolutely murdering Chile right now.
Now, we'll see. Going into this year, LCS stunned up, trying to get up. There's just nothing in this their back pocket for this fight, and they've already lost Crow. It's the beginning of the end. The cards are tumbling down from their house, and that's all. Brazil yet again. Map 1 and decisive 3-0.
I mean, we're just talking compositional differences right now. Knee and Shinigami were absolutely unchecked, unless it was dealing with a deflect, or it was dealing with an ultimate in the neutral. They're absolutely owning the skies. You can see it right here. Shinigami has no fear in the skies, and it will land every shot if they can. So this is how it started, and we started with a Sombra pick, and I just was completely baffled by that. If you're not going for the backline, what are you going for? And the Luvico eating the first ultimate out of Burt with the Bolo shot really set the tone for what happened here in the entirety of Suravasa.
And I mean, I'm looking at the scoreboard, right, and there's just a huge telling, right? 0 deaths. Luvico did not die at all that map. And I think that's just it just says everything, right? I mean, in counter for the other tank, right, of Crow, they died 9 times in that, Billy. You can't win when your tank is not alive, and we saw it right there.
I am worried for Chile right now. Is this going to be a mental boom against them? Are they thinking that it's David versus Goliath, and Goliath just took the first round from them? So I think for them, they need to, kind of regroup, take these couple of seconds here to give themselves a little bit of time to think about how they're going to progress into their next map, because as we head into Rialto yesterday was a telling point for Team Peru going up against Argentina. If you have the strategies down, if you have the faith in your healers, like we saw yesterday with Chile, I don't understand why we were playing what we were playing, but that's neither here nor there. They have another map here. Now that they are down 0-1, they can bring us back level here with a damn good defense.
Yeah, we saw it yesterday, right? Peru was able to take their map against Argentina on Rialto here, as that was it was a really good map, and hopefully, again, we'll see a really good one from Chile here. Maybe we'll see some swaps come in, though. It looks like Poplots will be coming in for Senses. for this next map too. That's the only change I'm seeing though on the oh my goodness, the Face It page.
Right. I'm looking at that too, and yeah, that's the only change. Oh, yeah, that's the only change that's coming so far. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what Poplots brings to the table here in the support department. But I mean, Rialto Escort, this is going to be a different kind of animal for Chile. They did very well on control yesterday. And then, we looked at their escort map of Route 66 yesterday, and they had a fantastic time. Thank you very much. So they might be feeling it here. I'm not sure why we take senses out here. Maybe there's a ping issue going on right now. That might be it, because there seems to be some times where we have some definite issues with the ping going on. So we'll see if they're able to get that fixed up.
Yeah, as we're going to get into this next one yet again. Brazil on the defense here to start us off. Like we said, Poplots has come in, and now look at that. They're hovering over the Brigitte now, which was really good for Brazil in our first map. But we'll see if they can find that that magic that we were seeing from Mocha now with Poplots.
Yep, and I mean, big anti right out the gate onto Husing. So, I mean, that's something they're going to be very cognizant of again. And they don't have the Kiriko this time with Census. So, I mean, those antis are definitely going to stick there until the duration wears off.
As now we're going to see, I mean, Husing's over to the Sojourn now to start us off. Gotta be up to them to keep Shinigami in check, but just like that, they're down for the count. Crow's trying to eat up the damage they can, but they don't have that eat any longer. Now it's the ghost sign. Poplots is dead. Shinigami is just free range shooting right now. Take him down. Cabalata with 2 to finish it off.
Well, Joshua, this is something that we have seen a lot in the Brazilian leagues and the Copa, different cups that have gone on in the past. Diva reigns supreme in South America right now. More so than Ramatra, more so than Winston, more so than a Sigma. This is the preferred tank that has been really creating a lot of havoc. And, well, we'll see Crow go out onto the Winston. He should be going down very, very quickly.
Yep, they're already dead. Luvico finds that one out. Hussin goes 2, and, well, that should just be a reset yet again. Chile just can't make anything happening.
Yeah, they're going to have to really think about their compositions here. They're also going to have to think about how to mitigate these nades coming in. You should be answering the Diva right now, Crow. You shouldn't be running the Winston. You know this from the Brazilian League, from the Open Division, from the Masters League as well. Everything that you went in there, especially the Pan Americana too, everything that you've seen says that we should be playing a Diva, and I don't know why we're not.
Just the pictures keep coming in. Yeah, again, Brazil. They do lose Mocha and Shinigami now, but Bert finds another pick, but they take a dive. Now they have to reset. Brazil has to back out for a moment, so this is going to allow Chile to get some space to make.
I mean, you still got the Diva and the Continue Rush with the Kiriko here on the high ground, so I mean, Winston's going to have to try and find it. I mean, Bomb is available right now, Joshua. So, I mean, once the bubble is seen, you can launch it at your own work. Now, the fact that I say that we had it, LCS is over to off the Baptiste and onto the Ana, so Nano almost online.
Already dead, though, is the side of Chile, as Bert's going to try to get out. They are going to go down. Cabalata finds him out. Another one bites the dust thanks to Cabalata. And now we're down to 1:12 seconds.
Nanoblade online for Brazil. They still have the remake. If Lufigo does happen to take a lot of damage down, I'm not sure where you go with this Nano. Honestly, you have your choice. You can either go with a Nano overclock or give Crow a lot more agency to create some space.
Now, I mean, haven't even had to really invest any ults too. Nano Boost comes in from LCS here onto Crow, but now Cabalata gets their own. rally out to try to stop them in their tracks, but Poplots is dead. Maybe more coming the way of Cabalata. 3 come in for the Genji of Brazil, and there should be more. Crows trying to stay alive, finding the picks, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do that as LCS is now down. It's just Crow alive and down to 23 seconds.
Oh, what happened? What happened from yesterday? They were playing so well, and now they've run up against this behemoth that is Brazil, and they need to figure out a way to get this done. Bola shot online, looking for somebody in the back line. Obviously, Shinigami has been an absolute ace with these ultimates.
They really have. His Bola strike is online. Crows down. Overclock in from Huzzing. Overtime up and ready. And that, well, nothing's coming through from that overclock. They got the Bola shot in. Bert's making a desperation swap to Widowmaker, but they're already dead. Shinigami finds 3 in this last fight here. It's just the wrecking ball left of Crow on the point. And it's going to be Luvico finding that last kill. And that is that, as Brazil puts a clinic on defense.
They are not giving any quarter right now. They want to be the kings of South America. And with performances like this, I mean, it's hard to think that anybody could give them a problem right now. Cabalata and Mocha, you know, you see them lining up in the feed there. So much work getting done. And, I mean, Cabalata really was the force of evil here, if you're a Chile fan, because all over the place, had all the support in the world, getting biscuits tossed here left and right, having a good time, and really not facing a lot of damage. So, I mean, looking at what Luvico and Cabalata did, I mean, it's not even close, really. 22 eliminations on defense.
Yeah, right. That's just insane. 22 eliminations. Just nothing just coming in from Chile right now. And I mean, there's just no openings for them. Brazil is just taking everything that Chile is doing and just doubling it and not giving them any space to work with.
This should be interesting. Now that Crow has decided to not be stubborn and go to the mirror, now Luvico will have the opportunity and the spawn advantage to change into a separate tank if they decide to do that, and possibly look for a Zarya or a Hazard to come out here if Luvico doesn't like this matchup.
Oh, Colorado almost fell down in the water there, but staying alive for right now as he's made the change. Oh, nice shot comes in from Bert there, takes Cabalata out. I was talking, the Ilari is out from Brazil right now. Interestingly enough, I don't think it's going to stay very long because it doesn't look like it's working too well for Brazil, but, you know, they've got 3 minutes to push it 30 more meters.
I mean, that's maybe a little bit of chutzpah coming right out the gate here. Maybe thinking that they're going to catch something off here. Not very aggressive positioning coming out from Chile right now. They're going to have to back up immediately just to get away from all the damage coming in.
Is now, well, we're seeing Shinigami trying to make some space, trying to make something happen here to start us off. But, well, still nothing doing quite just yet. Brazil still looking for that opening, and there it is. Huzzing is down. Cabalata finds it. Now the DMAC comes through out of the Diva, too, and that should be the beginning of the end. Everything going up Brazil as they move it into the golden box of victory to take map number 2.
They take match point now on their keyboards. I mean, I talked about Cabalata here. Cabalata absolutely owning Rialto. Had just a field day with the members of Chile here. So I think that, you know, if we're looking at Chile, you know, you've got to take care of the Hydra here. You've got to get Luvico out of the aggressive and empowering tank mode, and then you've got to find shots on Shinigami playing the Freya to absolute perfection. And then if you take care of that, then you've got the flanker in Cabalata that was just slicing and dicing like the best Ginsu knife I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, just great stuff all around from Brazil right now, looking possessed, and just non-stop here right now. As we head into push, right? Uh,
Yep.
could could change. Things could definitely change here on push. But will they? We'll find out in the first couple fights.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be where I think that if it doesn't happen right in the beginning, this could absolutely snowball into a very, very sad upper final here, where we see Chile get run out. Now, we see people that we haven't seen yet. Are we resting our people for the lower bracket final? Are we saving people perhaps a grand final run? There might be some strategy going on here because we didn't see a lot of these players yesterday from Chile. So we'll see if they're having it. Yep, they're rotating some more people in here. Joshua Senses and Stark are now in to play against Brazil. And well, looks like Berto is coming in for Luvico. So we're going to get to see the backup tank here for Brazil as they are looking to line up here in the Brazil tank spot. So you know what? Getting some valuable international experience here. We call it caps in football and soccer. So this will be an actual official experience for some of these players. This is how you grow. Sometimes the lessons hurt, but you know what? You take what you can from them. You take the learning, you take the licks, and then you move on and you grow even stronger.
Yeah, we'll have to see, right? This is the roster from Chile yesterday that beat Peru. So maybe it'll change things up. Bring Stark back into it. Census coming back in as well. But yeah, this is Brazil is kind of just doing whatever they want with bringing in Burno at the moment, and Rito as well, or Ritos. So, right, they know they can give up a map if they need to, just to give some other people extra playing time. So why not do it?
Yeah, we'll see how this is going to play out. Rados Race is in here. I don't know what their hero pool is. I haven't had a chance to see them personally in the Open Division or in the Pan America. So we'll see what they bring to the table here. But my word, Brazil is having a good time. They're getting it done. I mean, this is expected, right? We were expecting Chile to come out with some fire in their eyes, especially after how they dismantled Peru yesterday. But you know, they were also considered. There's like a tier break between the members or the countries in South and Central America, and we had Peru and Chile kind of in a tier break below Brazil and Ecuador or Colombia, and then Argentina, Peru, and Chile were in that second tier. So, oh, man, we'll see if they're able to kind of turn it around here and bring a different look here, as it looks like we are already getting that.
Yeah. It's loading into the game here yet again. We'll see if Chile can get things started, bringing in Stark. Interestingly enough, they've got no, they're not staying on the Symmetra. Yep, I'm gonna go over to the Tracer here now for Stark. As Burnout is going to be the one to be playing the DPS here, as Ritos is going to be on the tank here. Now we'll see if that's going to how this is going to work for Brazil. I mean, they've already got Chile on the back foot already, being pushed, giving space away from him. Knee is going to take down Burt already, and now more might come through with those picks of Shinigami, just ever present in this frontline position, taking down Crow, and that as Brazil moves forward.
So the King of Kings 4K is what that translates into English. So maybe a little bit of a king complex here from Ray. I'm not sure, but so far the early play shows that they got the better of the tank matchup already. Crow's gonna have to really watch the positioning. Kind of got taken into the tourist shop there and got taken to the woodshed.
There's now We're going to see here already breaking out, and Stark is going to be able to find Knee. Can you get that touch before the forward spawns? No, you cannot. Knee is down, though, so that is a good opportunity here for Chile. They've got to be able to find more picks off the back of it, though, but I don't really know. Brazil has stabilized. Kitsune Rush in from Mocha here, too, to try to keep things going, but now you've found another pick, and hey, Chile's found another one. Now you've got this opportunity, especially since you didn't have to invest anything into that engagement there, Billy. You're sitting pretty here if you're Chile.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fantastic fight. And once again, we need to see that. We needed to see the DPS duo here get a two-piece and really take it to them. Oh my gosh, the pulse bomb's already out.
Pulse bomb out here from Stark. Not going to find anything. LCS is going to go down, though. Still an opportunity, especially with Orbital Ray coming in. But Rito is going to find two. Back in control go Brazil, even after that Orbital Ray was invested here by Chile. But still, obviously they could hold on to this, but census is so very low. They're going to be running for the hills. Bruno trying to take them down. Knee's going to go fall down. Census is failed as well, though. Still, it's looking good for Brazil. The picks finishing in their favor.
I mean, we're still running the Brigida here. You've got the rally. I think the LCS holds this and then moves over to answer the Kiriko for the mobility, for the burst healing, for the kunai, and for the Suzus. Yeah, I mean, right now, mobility, once again, is killing Chile. Too much speed.
Yeah, I'm already back in control of the forward spawns. Now Orbital Ray in from Knee to the ghost sign, and Crow is now down. Everyone's so very low on Chile's side. See if they can keep it up. A Shinigami falling down, taking Burt out, and now, we're gonna get towards that last push for Brazil.
I mean, about 40 meters right now. They've got a pulse bomb and a Kitsune Rush just about online. Crow can stop this with the Terror Surge. I thought they caught on the shield with the get LCS. That's gone.
LCS, that is huge. Now you find Knee out in response. Crow with the Terror Surge does some nice chunk damage in, but in response now comes out the Kitsune Rush. Try to buy some time. Bruno is dead, though, so hey, looking good, but maybe not good enough, because, yeah, now you've lost Stark and Crow. This Shinigami looking to get some chunk damage in. They should keep firing on all cylinders. Census is going to fall just like that, and more keep falling down around Chile.
Yeah, the entire House of Cards has completely collapsed here. And you're looking around the backside. Bert's trying to get something done with the Freya on the back. They've got the Bolo shot ready to go. Looking to find the tech to get over the top and land this and stop the bleeding.
Yeah, they've got to. Bola shot is going to get eaten up by the Javelin spin. Burt is going to be able to take down Shinigami. Terra Surge in the front line here by Ritos, as Burt is still on high, finding these picks for Chile to get back in control of the cart.
Okay, so Burt just let loose with a Bolo shot. Already 72% to the next one. Yeah, but Freya's not broken, right? Right?
No, of course not.
yeah, they need to tune the ultimate charge in a hurry, because they're just absolutely murdering with these ultimates.
They are indeed. We'll see. Well, there's the Bola shot, and Census is going to get taken for a spin and back to spawn here now. Crow's still trying to make some progress, but back in response, Brazil has it. Crow very low. Going to get their healing up by LCS, but it's not going to be enough. And now LCS joins them back into spawn. Brazil are just going to keep pushing the bot in their favor yet again.
Oh boy, this is going to be an ugly death. Yeah, Burt had nowhere to go, and Mocha is feeling all kinds of push right now. So, I mean, you're feeling no pain, and they're gonna go ahead and get aggressive with this. Oh my god!
Yeah, this Burnout is gonna find LCS to start us off here. There's Pulse Bomb in, but Crow is down. As still looking more picks keep coming into Brazil's favor to wrap it up, Billy. It should all be over in a few seconds here. Kitsune Rush comes through, trying to buy time, trying to buy space. Spurt trying, as they will, to make something happen with the Widowmaker, but Mocha with the kunai take down the DPS and really seal the deal for Brazil in a clean 3-0 fashion over Chile in the winners finals.
That is brutal. That is scary out of Brazil. And I mean, if you look at what we saw there in the last 40 meters, when they had fun, yeah, Mocha was going absolutely dirty with the kunai, just did not care anymore. Look at this. In the spawn, heals himself up and gets a 3K. So, I mean, yeah, this is what you're looking at when you're trying to play against this Brazilian team. It was a comprehensive from start to finish here in the upper bracket final here in the Copa America 2025. Brazil absolutely knowing who they are and what they want to run. And they're saying, if you're going to try and beat the top dogs, you better come correct. You better come with all of your power, or we're going to absolutely mop the floor with you. And that's exactly what happened in this upper final.
Yeah, I mean, they showed why they're the number one region and the number one country in the region, right? The number one team in the region. It was just hard, right? You can't make a mistake if you're going against teams at the top of their game. And unfortunately, there was just a couple of mistakes from Chile. Maybe, just me. I mean, if they come back to form, right, I definitely see this being a rematch in the grand finals. But the first thing is they have to come back to form of yesterday, because this is just looking like a completely different team.
I think the real litmus test here, Joshua, is going to be how Chile plays against Argentina, because Peru gave them problems. And if Peru gave them problems, then what does Chile do? I'm trying to do like the comparative math here, because Chile absolutely stomped Peru. But then Peru came back and gave Argentina a 3-map banger. So is there something there? This is going to be the real litmus test to see where Chile is at now. This will be the first, I think, the first real look at where their power is now. If they can beat Argentina, and do it, and I don't care if it goes 5 maps or not. It's going to be cinema either way. If Chile can do it, though, if they can pull this out, that would absolutely cement them at knocking on the door to that upper echelon of South American Overwatch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all going to be a matter of time here, though. Obviously, the next game will be starting in, well, let's look. What does the next game say we're going to be starting in? About 3 minutes from now. So we're going to head to a short little break, come back, or stick around for our next game. Get some popcorn, get something to get a drink too. Stick around for more South American Overwatch right after this. Welcome back, everyone. It is time to head in to our last match of the evening. Losers finals, Chile versus Argentina. And, well, we've got some interesting things brewing in the Face It match page right now, as we take a look at how we got here. Before we talk about that, right, 3-0 from Brazil over Chile, knocking Chile down to the losers finals. Is now, we'll see who's sticking it out and who gets the honor or the dishonor of playing Brazil and trying to go against that juggernaut right now.
Yeah, looks like we might have some substitutions coming in here for Team Chile. I'm very interested to see this is actually what they're sticking with. They are finalizing those lineups right now, but it looks like the coach might be coming in. Efex, who has played everywhere, has been playing since 2016. Also, Kefri accused Efex of cheating with their autoplay back in the day.
But Kefri accused everyone that was better than them at cheating. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
so, so hey, this is actually really interesting. This is one of the first times I think that I've casted someone that's older than me. That's crazy, right?
And yet they're still younger than me.
Yeah. So,
And
but
yet they're still younger than me, damn it.
yeah, but this right. He's 29. Like you said, he's been playing since the beta, basically. So should be a fun one to see. See if they still have the that mechanical skill in them to put it to Argentina.
Look, if I can get to plat in Overwatch 2,
Mm-hmm.
then I think people in sub 30 can do it too. I'm going to be 48 this year, people, and I'm out there rocking the keyboard and mouse. But look, this is going to be the rubber match, I think, for Chile, as I mentioned in our closing, and now coming in here into the opening of this lower bracket final. We say goodbye to a team
Mm-hmm.
after this match. It's the best of 5 here. And this is really going to tell us where Chile is at. Now they
Yeah.
still don't have what they have listed as their main roster, but it is 4/5 of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see if this is what we're going to see from them moving forward. Because the only person that we have not seen, if I'm looking at it correctly, is Eli
And Mika.
And Meeker.
Okay, it looks like it's changed yet again, though. So we're bringing Huzzing back in. Poplots is back in. So it's just the same team that we saw from
Yep.
from the last match to start us off. So no, we don't get to see EFX. Unfortunate. No, or Lamont either. But still, there were some bright spots. Again, I do kind of like this somber look that we were seeing from Huzzing to start off, but again, there just wasn't really anything that they could do against Brazil, right? They were just on a different level in that last series.
Well, we'll see what they have to offer here up against Argentina. Because, man, Brazil is just a beast. And maybe this is a litmus test for them to see how this lineup goes up against not Brazil, and see what they have to offer there. But if there's any kind of a mental boom carryover from that last match, we'll see it here in the first map.
Yeah, as especially since there is going to be a chance for that mental boom because we've got that DPS lineup of Oracle and Novelas yet again to deal with. If you are Chile, we saw it really put Peru in their clutches, in their hands. They just played them like putty yesterday, and we'll see if that can continue. Right, no other changes. Actually, Zuko is coming in yet again for Fefo instead, as Mix is going to still be in there too. Starting out yet again. Well, those are the lineups here for Chile. We're starting out yet again on Flashpoint again. Saravasa going to be the battleground, as you will. I'm really excited for the new Flashpoint map, Billy. It's getting old that there's only 2 and one's only played.
Yes. I mean, that just talks about map design, but we'll get into that another day, another time. But I mean, Saravasa is the superior of the flashpoints. I do love it a lot. It just provides so much more opportunity and avenues for the teams to express themselves and really show their identity, which Brazil did very well in that previous match. So now we're going to see if Crow and company can get it done here and not take such a brutal beating from the likes of Argentina.
Well, we're loading into Saravasa yet again. This time, well, obviously, we'll see what Huzzing plays in a second here because they are just on the sim to get out of spawn. Same with Trincanovelas. I assume Trincanovelas is going to go back over to that Tracer. And look at that. I like this from Chile, bringing in the Torb to deal with Trinket Novelas' Tracer.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it, and I'm not a big proponent of playing. Good God, playing that. But you know what? When you've got a ravishing vortex that just locks down Bert, and Trinket Novelas is able to close it down. Yeah, this is gonna have to be a comp set here. I don't know if Crow can continue to play the Zarya into this, and I think that if you're going to really lock down Trinket Novelas, you have to be very crafty with your turret placement.
Yeah, we're going to have to find out. Already Argentina in control of the point, trying to turn it around, though. You can look to get things started off here, though. Crow pretty high charged at the moment. Need a little bit more, though, to really make a difference at the moment. Bert checking their angles, looking to rotate in. Minx very low at the time, but in the back line, there goes Trinket Novelas. Crow finds Mix, though. That's a nice opening pick here for the side of Chile. Is another one that bites the dust. Crow here now getting the charge up where you want it to be. They do lose senses. Another one bites the dust, though. Oracle finds that pick, but Chile is able to take control of the flashpoint.
Okay, so I mean that's good positive looks there. Getting Crow's gonna have to be getting them up to a high charge. It's gonna have to be something that they really do maintain. A lot of the heals are gonna have to go into your tank while they maintain that high charge. Also looking to get Tizzy disengaged from just holding shield and using Nemesis form to block everything coming in.
Now rotation in, looking to begin yet again for Argentina. Trinket Novelas is pretty low, though, so they're going to get healed up. Still waiting to see. Trying to get up to that false spawn to start us off here. Looking to get it up. Still not anything quite just yet. In the back line is Bert looking for some shots, looking for something. Trinket Novelas has this pulse bomb ready, and they're looking for a stick, and they get one right onto the Tor, but they are going to just get cleansed away. Census with a nice Suzu to keep things staying in Chile's favor. Now Kitsune rushes, dueling on the point. Now we're in overtime, and Oracle is down for the count. Tizzy gonna quickly go down too, thanks to the Tor turret. Is this should be, first flashpoint going to Chile.
I mean, based upon the first fight, this should not have gone that way. But they took their time. They did a smart disengage and really waited for rotation to come through. They got Heising set up. They got pop lots onto the Lucio and really was able to move people around. The mobility that they were lacking the last game, they have it now.
You're right. I mean, it just goes to show how just super oppressive that Brazil team was to Chile. That now, out of their grasp, out of their clutches, they can just get back to that level we saw against Peru. But we'll see if Argentina has anything to say about it, as they're already unlocking this second flashpoint. Now grab in to the back line. You're gonna get that molten core down as well, and everyone's gonna be dealing with that lava on the floor. Trinket Novelas does find pop lots, but it's not going to matter in the long run here. Chile in control of second flashpoint.
So what we didn't see from point one, either it was a great Suzu from Senses to save Husing on the Torbjorn, or it was a bubble from Crow that saved Husing on that pulse bomb stick. But they forced Trinket Novelas off of their superstar MVP hero that we saw from yesterday. They're now on the Sojourn.
They are indeed onto the Sojourn now. Let's see if that can help them in the end, or is it going to put a hamper on this Argentina roster? So now the Bola shot coming in, locking in Trinket Novelas. Not going to go down quite just yet. No follow-up from the rest of Chile. Is rotating in as Albert on this high ground, just staying up in that air for so long. The trade is there. Husing is down. Trade in Kitsune Rush is going to do the job for Chile to push this aggressive nature that they want to play. But now you've lost Crow. They've just got a little too aggressive. And now this is perfect for Argentina to come back in onto this point, take control when they need it. As now Poplots is fouled up to 91%, though. As now Argentina has to be perfect.
But they held on to Sound Barrier. So, I mean, it's not completely lost here. They did get up to 91%. So, it's one fight, and you basically take the flashpoint here. They are going into an overclock and a Kitsune rush. Tizzy not quite close enough to this annihilation, but I think you really have to be worried about it.
Overclock in from Trincanoelas. As well, that's first things first, but not going to find anything with it. Is back down to that 100. Now that's just gone as well. You've got Kitsune Rush of your Zuko. You can invest into this, but you've got to be able to find something. Kitsune Rush now coming in from Zuko. Sound Barrier out, Molten Core on the floor, and now you push back. Argentina can go in, but now Annihilation on the board here for Tizzy. But you're just playing defensive with it. You didn't find any value with it, just more percentage on the board. Now you're going to go in here fully. If you're Crow, getting the support line down super low. No follow-up quite just yet, but the bola shot takes down Trincanoelas up to overtime here, but it looks like it will go back into Chile's favor. A few short moments as Mix is going to fall, and that should be second flashpoint going to Chile.
I mean, better ultimate fight for Chile there. They withheld the sound barrier. They invested early into the fight. Really do get that overshielding going on, and they were able to push and use other ultimates to kind of counterbalance what Argentina was trying to bring into there. And Burt gets an opening pick right there. So now they're going to have positioning here on the third, maybe the third and final flashpoint.
Yeah, great opening here from Burt right now. We'll see if they can keep it up if you are Chile, right? You're down to 7 seconds to get it into your favor, but or at least count or contest it if you're Argentina. Oracle has made that change to go over onto the Tracer themselves. Point being procced up. You're going to be able to get there in the end for Argentina, but now with that grab off the side of the point, you're going to get that in your favor if you're Chile. But now Orbital Ray is going to be invested here by Mix. They have an opportunity to take this back, and they're going to take it. They find 3 there with the supports getting in on that kill feed.
I don't think they were expecting that orbital ray to come out there. And I mean, they absolutely held on to it about 2 seconds after grab comes out. Then they let loose with the orbital ray. So the second ultimate going second there was so important for Argentina to get themselves a footing here on this flashpoint.
Yeah, it's now, I mean, Oracle's just fully in no man's land at the moment, trying to get a flank. Kitsune Rush in from Census is going to push the point back into their favor, and Crow is able to take down Trincanoelas. Now, are they going to be able to stay alive? They're very low at the moment. Healing's coming in now in response. Zuko going to be going in with their own rush for this fight, but they get taken down. Rip Gun is all you need. Annihilation in as well. This should still be Argentina as Tizzy finds 2 there, and they're going to be sending the rest of Chile back to spawn now.
I mean, you just say, GG, that's a great fight, good flashpoint, move next and see where you go. Ruins was absolutely in Argentina's favor. It looks like we are heading over to Palace now, and that's going to be spawn advantage to Chile. They're going to have the bolo shot and a sound barrier ready to go for this fight up against the Trincanoelas overclock. They got a turret last time, and that was it.
Yeah, right. That's all they found last time. Are they going to be able to find more is the question now. Burt has Bola shot to start things off here from Chile. They've also got the sound barrier to stabilize for this long fight. But well, we'll see. They're going to have to rotate onto the soon, and it is going to be Tizzy procking up the point for Argentina. Overclock in from Trincanoelas, trying to land a shot, but running away for the moment, getting some damage in, but no picks come through. Now Sand Barrier comes in, and now Chile can make their move onto the point, try to take down Tizzy. The healing trying to come through, getting to get it, stay alive, but procking up the point. Chile's got it. Now there, the bola shot comes through, but it's not going to be enough. Well, it is enough for Chile to take this point, but they don't find any kills with it quite just yet. Crow still trying to build up to this Graviton Surge from the high ground as Oracle falls down in the back line to Pop Lots, and now you can go in. You're going to invest, though. You're going to use this orbital ray to try to turn this back. Obviously, you need to. You're just going to use Grav into this fight, but you're going to find all the picks you need here if you're Crow. Coming alive after that Grav comes in. It's just Tizzy left, and they're taken down.
And the tactical crouch they're giving Tizzy a little bit of taste of their own medicine from that massive that massive annihilation they had before Trinconuelas over to the Farah. Trying to bring a different eye level here to the Chile team. And you're going into a Kitsune rush and a possible barrage.
Gotta try to figure it out, right? I mean, Kitsune Rush coming in from Census already, and Trinconuelas is going to get taken down. Burt does go too. So still, Crow is still alive, and wow, they find 4! Can they find the ace here? It's just Tizzy left on the point, and no, Census takes the kill away from him, but that doesn't matter. Chile take map number 1.
Well, we talked about this being a litmus test, Joshua, and guess what? Chile just passed it with flying colors. And Crow, back to the Crow of old, a 4-piece, almost the ace there on the last fight, but they were getting it done. The bubble management was huge. Everything going in their favor there, and this high charge was exactly what they needed.
It's great stuff all around. It is just a testament of how good Brazil is, right? Because now that Chile isn't playing them, right? They're just looking as good as they did yesterday. I mean, obviously Argentina has the opportunity to come back into this. We saw them play really well against Peru too, with those 2 DPS. But Chile was able to keep them in check. They forced them off both of the Freya and the Tracer. Those 2 comfort picks that we saw time and time again against Peru, and made them uncomfortable, and it showed on this first point.
I know Head Rammer would be so proud to see Torbjorn being played in Copa America right now because he loves the Swedish DPS hero. But seriously, that was a testament to how good Brazil is, right? So this is like there's the tier break now. There's Brazil, tier break. The upper 4 teams from Central and South America, tier break. And then we've got Chile and Peru sitting in this third, kind of the third tier break, or after the second tier break. Looks like Chile is ready to punch up into that next echelon of teams here. They've got 2 more maps to close it out and get a rematch against Brazil in the final.
They look very poised to do so indeed here, Billy, as next map is going to be Rialto.
We possibly could be having some swaps coming in here as well. I'm looking at the Faceit League right now. Looks like Stark and LCS are coming in, and yeah, this could still be the same. Where is?
So
I don't see our tank player.
What?
Crow is not in there.
You're right. I don't see Crow either. Fetho's coming in for mix here for Argentina too. But yeah, don't know where Crow is. So I'm assuming. Oh, interesting. So it's going to be Stark, the flex player for Chile, coming in to play the Doomfist. Oh, baby. I'm excited to see some Doomfist, especially if they can get some environmental kills to start us off.
I mean, why not? I'm here for that always. It does look like Chile will be attacking first, so they'll have opportunities to change stuff up. But Oracle yesterday, remember what happened yesterday? With the Widowmaker. Yeah, that was some scary stuff that we saw here on Rialto. Oracle had the lines, had the good amount of space to take it, and was not missing very many shots.
Yeah, as we will see. I mean, Stark's already pushing Argentina kind of back. Probably weren't expecting to see the Doomfist, but so it's taking them a little bit by surprise. Now Tizzy's trying to match them out, trying to push them back, but they've already got some decent damage in. Trinconuelas almost gets caught there by Stark and Huzzing, as they're going to get that empowered punch up. But Oracle again lights it up. The kill feed starts off for Argentina yet again on the with Oracle on this Widowmaker.
Yeah, I mean, Oracle basically saving the fight there, saving the progress. Now, they did get a good amount of push here. So, you know, the Courtyard's going to be where this is going to play out. But Trinket Wireless now has the advantage of finding corners and finding people coming through.
As now, see if Trinket Noelis can get something going. Hussing's made the swap over to the Widowmaker to try to keep Oracle in check, because Oracle's making well, that is a. Oh, they landed that. That would have been insane. Now, going to be still looking to get it going their way, but not finding anything quite just yet. Getting pressured out, though, by, I believe, LCS, right? As, they're still waiting it out. Still not going to be able to find anything. Bert, yeah, he's just going to go down. You can't stay in the sky just like that with a Widowmaker on the stage. But still, Chile are finding picks when they need to. Nice anti-nade, though, up from Stark, or onto Stark. Zuko's going to go down in the end, but Trade is there taking him out is Tizzy. So, I mean, this composition from Chile isn't doing enough to get them over the hump quite just yet.
I mean, we're just under 2 minutes right now. So, I mean, I think that they played it very slow and methodically. Trinket Wireless has to be dealt with. So does Tizzy. So, I mean, Zensus needs to land something big, and they can't because they're gone.
Yes, now they go down. Pulse Bomb in, but Trinket Noelis is the one to fall. But still, the picks are in the favor of Argentina. Yeah, again, Stark and Census are gone. Hussing joining them back to spawn 2. As we're down to a minute 30 on the board, something might have to change here for Chile.
I mean, 4 ultimates ready to go for Argentina. I think that you put it on. I think put the nano onto Tizzy and let him have fun. And this is gonna be bye-bye time. Yeah, good repositioning though. That's exactly what you needed.
Good repositioning onto the top there, but Zuko is going to fall. They are going to get downpoured into submission. Oracle finds that shot onto Bert, who's made that swap over to the Tracer here. Hussing still not able to land out Oracle quite just yet. Under 60 seconds to go, and LCS is down. Another one bites the dust. Tizzy with 2.
I mean, right now, I'm looking at the supports. They're doing their job. I think that Stark just doesn't have the ability to get out once the anti comes through. They're too far forward to get the use of the Suzu from from LCS now onto the Lucio, trying to get a little bit more mobility going.
See how they can keep this going, or is it going to be over 25 seconds to go? Pulse Bomb is available here, but Bert is going to be caught out. But they still have this opportunity to use the Pulse Bomb. Stark in the back line, gonna get slept up. Oracle has the shot, but they're going to take down Hussing first. Now, we'll see if they keep it going. Oracle, it's just another shot, right? Oh my goodness, just on a different level. On Rialto here for Argentina. Another pick comes the way of the Widowmaker, and stopping them on the doorstep of taking point 1 is Argentina, looking to tie up this series 1-1.
I mean, 0.7573 meters was all between them and point B. So Chile are going to have their work cut out for them here, and I don't know if the Doomfist is going to be able to work here because Stark seemed to be the first pick almost in every single fight. Just a little bit over-aggressive, and yeah, Bert, you can't hang like that because Oracle will take you gone.
Yeah, right. I mean, I liked the Doomfist in theory, but just there was never an opportunity to make it really something that mattered, right? The 3 and 5, you can't be doing that on Doomfist. Obviously, everyone knows you're going to die on Doomfist, but you need to be able to at least take one with you every death. You need to have at least a 0 KD when playing it, or it is just kind of like you said. It's just kind of a throwing pick.
I mean, I don't know if it's defensively. I can see it, right? Mm-hmm. Offensively, you have so many nooks and crannies that you have to be aware of, especially with Oracle popping off again like they did yesterday. Once you see the Widowmaker, you have to do something to mitigate the damage, and that's something they just weren't able to do. LCS was doing their best job to play DPS Kiriko and get into the backline and land the kunais onto the Widow, but that was about it.
Is Bert just in the sky right now? You know, you weren't expecting someone there, so you've got the position. You forced Oracle away from where they wanted to be, but now Oracle's in the sky, and they've already taken down Senses yet again. Oh my goodness, this is the person Kefri needs to heck use here. I mean, goodness gracious, great stuff all around from them.
Yeah, this is brutal. Oracle is absolutely owning this lobby, this map. This is their playground. Never go to Rialto with Argentina because that's what's going to happen. Now, Stark does get something done there, so that's positive, but only 45 seconds gone, and now they need to be worried about, you know, what kind of push they can go through, and Stark just gets absolutely eviled out there.
Yeah, Stark going down is just not what you need if you are Chile right now. Is oh my goodness, Huzzing falling as that should just, well, maybe not, because now Tizzy is felled, right? So you can realistically hold on to this if you're Chile, unless Oracle finds another shot. They're going to get swept up, taken down. Sensus is going to get the cart back into the favor of Chile, but now you've lost Sensus thanks to Trinconuelas on the point. Going to recall out to stay alive, rotating in to get that health back, because Stark is going to be checking them for the moment. But now you've got to be able to find an opening here if you're Argentina.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're looking at, you know, blocking out the damage coming in from the turret. You've got the downpour right here. You can lock everybody up because Stark does not have the get out of jail free card. And there's the nano onto him.
Yeah, Nano Boost coming through onto Tizzy, and now you can just finish it all off with a couple of picks as Trinconuelas finds the 2K Pulse Bomb yet again. And now Oracle, not to be outdone, takes down Sensus. You do lose Trinconuelas, but it is just all... it could just all be over here with a couple more picks, and it will be with Zuko finding those last two. It's all tied up 1-1.
I mean, that is the power of a powerful sniper. And Oracle absolutely showing the class there. And yeah, sip your tea. With the face. That was my face looking at these shots.
It was crazy. Crazy stuff. I mean, we saw it yesterday on Rialto against their game with Peru. Now we're seeing it yet again. They're just doing great stuff with that Widowmaker. And, I mean, looking at our fourth map, right, Billy? I mean, obviously we're going to be heading into Runesapia. We're heading into push again. Looking forward, because we're going to have to play that fourth map, it's going to be Watchpoint Gibraltar. And I'm scared. You're scared if you're Chile. You need to take this next map because you're going to be headed in to Oracle's domain yet again.
Exactly, and I think that's where I think Crow has to come back in here. I don't think Stark was the power play that everybody thought it was going to be there. Maybe it was just to give Crow a little bit of a break. Maybe it wasn't a map that they feel comfortable on. Maybe they don't like playing escort maps. I'm not sure, but I hate being, you know, down in the dumps. But I mean, that was just brutal. What they put Stark through there. I mean, the antis came through. At least, you know, bring an Orisa, bring a Diva, switch something up. You don't just stick with it and keep bashing your head against the wall, because that's what it felt like there from Chile. They were so locked into what they wanted to play that they didn't see, you know, the bigger picture. I think that's something that the coach needs to be able to do is kind of zoom out there real quick and say, hey, this ain't working. Please make a change and get something else in there. Because, I mean, if you go Diva there, or if you even mirror the hazard there, I think you have a lot more agency to get your team into a winning position, because the Doomfist is all or nothing. I mean, you're basically throwing it all on the line there and expecting this to happen. And the clinical definition of insanity is if you keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Yeah, you might be a little crazy. That was a bit pazzo there coming from Team Chile. So we're going to see what they bring as far as map number 3, because it's all tied up 1-1.
Yeah, headed back to Runesapia again here for our third map of the evening. We do have Crow coming back into the lineup, right? So that's big for Chile. No other changes besides Stark leaving. Um, and it looks, yeah, Argentina's going to keep with the same lineup too.
Well, I mean, Crow asserted dominance there on Saragossa, so hopefully they can do the same thing in the streets of Peru. Man, that was brutal. That was a bit brutal, my friend. And yeah, we're gonna need to see a lot more from this Chilean squad. Argentina, this puts some air back into their sails because I mean they lose 3-1 on Flashpoint. Now they come back and just have a dominant first point hold and really makes easy work of their offensive push.
Yeah, right. And it really resets the mentals if you're Argentina too, because especially if you go down 2-0, right? You're not feeling comfortable at all. Now it's all tied up. It's now down to a best of 3. So hey, you've got this opportunity yet again. You cannot squander it if you're Argentina to have that rematch against Brazil.
I think both teams want another chance at Brazil. May not have the positive result that they want, but I think that this is where, like I said, you take your licks when you're getting stronger as a team, especially with international experience like this. It's all good experience. Even though you may take a loss, it's such an important part of growth. Sometimes you have to be broken down to get built back up. And, sometimes you see that within a series itself. Like, Argentina got taken to the woodshed on Saragossa, but they come back on Rialto. They bring themselves back together. They bring FIFO in, and then all of a sudden they're looking way stronger. So this is things that we see in real time and over the course of time. So, these lessons, they're hard earned and they're hard learned.
They definitely are. They definitely are indeed. So now we head into Rune Nasapi yet again to see who comes into this and takes that lead heading into map 4. But first, we need to play map number 3 to see who gets that lead. Tricking the Wireless on the Tracer yet again. Huzzing's back over to the Torbjorn to keep that Tracer in check here. Billy was, and worked well to start us off, started us off on Saragossa. We'll see if it keeps going that way here. Bert looking for an opportunity, looking for a shot, but haven't been able to find anything quite just yet. But Census has fouled out. Not what you wanted if you are, if you're Chile right now. Argentina can make some progress with the bot.
Yep, and I mean, I think that if you're looking at what we have from Argentina, it's once again poking. It's poking all around. Whereas Crow wants to get up in your face, obviously. They're not running the Brigida here. So now, it's poke and speed, and Oracle getting the better of Bert.
Now going into this with Oracle felling Bert, right? You're gonna get this first the butt scratch, the forward spawns for free.
That's because the poke element's gone.
Yeah.
The poke element's gone. I mean, Torbjorn shoots from distance, but I mean, if you put it into a predictable spot, that's an easy shot for Oracle. You just work the cooldowns after that. They're going to take this win right here and kind of get into a better defensive posture and look to push forward from this.
Yes, now we're going to see if Chile can push back. They need to find an opening pick, and they need to find one quickly, or this is just going to quickly spiral into Argentina's map win. The Kitsune Rush is going to get some progress. Tizzy's going to use this Terra Surge in the backline to try to force out Crow, and they find Census with it as well. Bola shot in, not going to find the damage you were hoping for, but the picks come in. The Pulsar Torpedo from Fefo, finding 2. And now Argentina, like I said, you needed to win that fight if you're Chile, and now Argentina can get some more progress going.
Yeah, and I mean, the healing is just too good from Zuko and Fefo right now, right? I mean, they haven't used an ultimate as of yet. And the fact that Bird is playing on the Ashe now, it shows how much pressure that Oracle and the aerial DPS threat in the in the support department is there.
Crow's dead, and everyone's dead now from Chile, too. They do find Zuko, but I like to say, and I'll keep saying, it's just a consolation prize in the grand scheme of things, because now you've lost Census as well. Hussing's going to go down late. This is just more and more progress for Argentina.
And the molten core is gone too. So Hussing is now over to the Tracer. Bird on the Cassidy. Bye bye Cassidy with a nice pulse one from Trinconuelas.
Trinconuelas showing up yet again on this Tracer, and they're looking to take down Hussing. Recalls that come through from both of them to try to stay in this fight. We're down to the last stretch of land on Aruna Sapi for Argentina. One fight, and it could just be over here. As now we'll see. I mean, there's going to be the grab into the back line. Trinconuelas is going to go down. Bola shot. No, it is going to take down Crow, but this is what Chile needed. A fight win in their favor. I think maybe Oracle's going to find an opening. Now Tizzy finding something as well, but it looks like Chile are in control.
And they're going to have to stay in control for a while. Now the Terra Surge out, and they don't find anything with it.
Terra Surge in, nothing coming. Tizzy trying to turn it back, but you're going to get your respawns quickly here, and before it breaks over that halfway mark, so you keep your forward spawns. Bert, has made that swap over onto the Cassidy here to try to turn it up, change it up. As Kitsune Rush comes in, Census is going to help them take it over halfway. No more forward spawns for Argentina. Should at least keep it going unless Hussing falls. Yeah, Hussing's going to go down just like that. And well, it could swiftly go back into Argentina's favor. Bert was so close to finding that shot, but in the end, it's going to be Argentina coming in clutch.
I mean, Trinconuelas put out a pulse bomb in the previous fight. Already has another one here. That is just scary generation right there. Zuko held on to Kitsune Rush, so they're going to have that, the enhanced attack speed coming through. Good thing is that they've got some fight back material here for Chile, so forward spawns procced up once again.
Just now, Hussing comes back, though. They find Trinconuelas out, but they're landing some good shots here, too. Bert, and with those, oh my goodness, with the clicks to the head, two coming in from Bert, still looking for more. They're going to be able to stay alive. Now Tizzy is going to take them, confirm that kill, but that's all they're going to be able to confirm as, well, now Chile are going to push it back to that mid fight.
I love it. I love it. The fighting is starting to really ramp up here. I think that the pride is starting to get on the line here, and we need to see if they've got anything. Trinconuelas has been scary accurate with these ultimates, and my goodness, bye-bye. Hussing gets a second kill on him.
Yeah, it's a good, nice opening yet again. Terra Surge in from Tizzy. It's going to help take down two. No way, no how. Tizzy takes the fight in their own hands to get it back into Argentina's favor. Forward spawns active once again.
Good God, on the back of just a Terra Surge. And Oracle following up in there with their tank player. It gets all that massive collateral damage on the back of it.
Deadeye in from Bert, gonna buy some time, buy some space. Is gonna force out Javelin Spin. Now Orbital Ray into the backline. Trinconuelas gonna come through. Not gonna be able to find that shot though. Bert finds him down. As well, still it is an opportunity, especially since you find Crow just like that. Thanks to that Orbital Ray, you're gonna keep pushing forward here if you're Argentina.
Oh my gosh! I mean, it's now an over 100 meter difference. 3 minutes left. There's still time. But they've got to win a fight here.
They do indeed. They do indeed. As well, that's just not what you wanted to see. But losing Tizzy, a great opening here. Another one bites the dust. Census coming alive for Chile. And when they needed them most, finding two. And now, like you said, it is over 100 meters and it is down under 3 minutes. This is in the improbable territory.
Improbable, but not completely impossible. Especially with swaps going through. LCS over to the Ana, Bird over to the Hanzo. One shot potential on the line there. Also looking for vision to keep their flanks clear.
As forward spawns are now gone, Grav in, and it's going to lock down the back line, and Oracle too. They do lose Bort, who's made that swap over to the Hanzo, who is kind of just the top dollar store version of Freya now. As another nice shot comes in there from Crow. Bert's now onto the Sombra too.
I don't hate that, and I mean it can deny the Terror Surge. They might not be expecting it. You can also, kind of lock down Fefo or Zuko, more importantly. But I think that the main thing right now is really hacking out this Terror Surge to give them even more purchase on the point.
As well, they gotta get these forward spawns, but right now they're just trying to confirm some kills. But now you've lost LCS because you did that ring around the Rosie. You do find Trinket Nuelas though, so Kitsune Rush can be invested by Zuko to try to turn this back, and it is going to be back into the favor of Argentina quite swiftly. The census is falling just like that, and that's all she needed for Argentina. The boys in blue continuing to hold Chile at bay.
And the ultimate's online right now for Argentina. You're going to have the bubble shot. You're going to have the Terror Surge. That could be a combo right there. Bert and Heising right now need to get something done. You've got a nano available.
You indeed have an nano available. Is it going to go on to Heising, or is it going to go on to Crow to try to build up to that Graviton Surge? Only time will tell, but Trinket Nuelas is going to find Bert out. It is going to go on to Crow. Now Oracle is dead, so hey, you could still hold on to this, but you'd need to find some more, but everything is just coming up blue. Yeah, again, Terror Surge in, and well, it's not going to find out Crow, but it's going to find, well, at least Tizzy's going to find everyone out there in the end. Find 3 kills there, 25 seconds on the board, and Argentina are almost up 2-1.
I mean, they've got just meters to go. It's under 10 seconds, just about. And now the Kitsune Rush is going to get them out of spawn. But they don't have to do anything about this. What a throw again from Tizzy.
Just looking so good on this Orisa for Argentina right now. They just need to win one fight, and they have everything they need to do it. With this orbital ray online, Grab comes in from Crow, so hey, you could lock them down. Still going to be able to, hey, maybe if they find this EMP available, and another pick comes in, Fefo's down too. You have this EMP available, and you're going to find the picks necessary for Chile in the meanwhile, especially if you can find Tizzy out here late. I don't think you're gonna try to chase that kill down.
I wouldn't. I absolutely wouldn't. Well, Bert said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I mean, good closing from them. Now, Kitsune Rush, closest online for Argentina. Crow is on the wrecking ball. We saw how good they were yesterday with that, so there might be some opportunity here.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to get the forward spawns, it looks like, which is huge. Now, EMP could be the huge difference maker here, really. They need this next fight win.
Yeah, they need to get it. Bert falling off there. Not prime territory here.
Bert gonna rock away yet again. They've got the opportunity to use his EMP in the backline. He's gonna connect the 3, but there's just no picks coming in. Oracle's gonna find them, and now this might just be all over here. Billy is there's Kitsune Rush in from them as well. There goes LCS down for the count. Everything turning up blue yet again. Argentina are on the brink of facing off against Brazil yet again, as this is up 2-1 for Argentina.
Argentina just had the better composition, top to bottom, and I applaud the willingness to change and swap things up. But I mean, Tizzy on this Orisa right now set the tone, and this is where they really set it. Just getting it all done in there, and my God. When you go in there like that and you've got a Freya at your back with that bolo shot ready to go, it's all done. It's all done, and Bert just kept finding the wrong angles there, and it was just really a back and forth matter that always seemed to be in favor of Argentina. They would give some space, they'd lose a fight, they'd recollect, they'd come back before Chile could get anything done.
Yeah.
And so for this team, I mean, they're going to have to go back to the board here and find what composition is going to work for them.
And I mean, that's the way that push is, right? That's why I call it momentum based, right? If you get these early leads, it's just so hard to overcome it. You have to win 3-4 fights in a row to even come close to overtaking the opposition there, and it was just too tall of a task for Chile, and now they have to pull something out of their back pocket, or it's all over now.
I mean, look, stranger things have happened,
Yep.
right? Gibraltar is going to be a very interesting spot here. Do we see a non-Brazilian team bring out the Diva? Because Brazilians are absolutely enamored with Diva in their league play, in their cup play, and now here in the Copa America. So I think for them, they're going to have to bite the bullet and get off comfort picks that they want to play. You're going to have to get into the face of an Oracle that's no doubt going to be bringing the Widowmaker out here because of how much success they've had the past 2 days with it.
The thing is, right? We've seen a good, saw a really good wrecking ball from Crow, right? So there is that opportunity as well to maybe bring that out here. As it looks like there is going to be no changes from either sides. Actually, no, sorry. I'll say Poplots is coming in for the back line. So I think that really shows that they are going to probably move over to dive, right? Poplots has been playing the Brig mostly as they've been in, right? So that's a good sign, right? For a Diva, for a Wrecking Ball, for a Winston composition coming out from Chile.
And the fact that Senses will most likely be playing the Ana here, you'll have an Ana Brig back line, which means there's protection for Grandma. As long as you do play either that Winston, Ball, or Diva moving in there, because you're going to have protection for that back line defensively and offensively if you're going to try and get it done. So there's a lot that has to be done here. There's a lot of mental Overwatch calculus that has to be decided here. So as we head to Europe or Africa, or however you want to put Gibraltar in, yeah, the Pillars of Hercules here. This is going to come down to who is playing it.
It's somewhere. That's all I know.
I've been there.
You have been. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I sailed past it when I went into the Mediterranean when I was in the Navy, but still. I've seen it.
I was at the Coliseum. I took down the glass on Coliseum. Yep.
We love it. Thank you, Joker.
I went there in person, said, yep, I play this game called Overwatch. We need to take down this glass. They did it. Perfect stuff. Perfect start as well, as Fefo's going to go down, but instantly in response, right? They lose their life. Yeah, I did say, hey, Crow on the Wrecking Ball is coming in. Is going to be just solely up to them, though, to obviously as well as Huzzing, to keep Oracle in check. And that's all they seem to be doing. Sleep Dart comes in, as Huzzing is going to be able to find Shrink on the Wayless.
I mean, the mirror here from the Widowmaker is absolutely necessary. Got to do that. The problem for right now is getting Tizzy out of guard mode, and that's a good way to do it, is getting a good knockback.
There's already coming into this next engagement, into this fight already. Goes just Shrink on the Wayless is gonna find Census out early. That's huge for Argentina. And now Crow's gonna bite the dust. It should be enough for Argentina to get in control for this defense.
I mean, yes, but they're still missing some parts of that that puzzle. So Tizzy and Crow fighting to see who's going to get the first ultimate online. Mines are going to be absolutely destructive here if Crow can deploy them in a way that it forces Argentina to go through the path.
So contesting on the cart for the time being here is Chile. As Crow has to rotate out for a time to get healed back up. We'll see if they can hold on to this. Forcing positioning away from Zuko is Crow, but Nothing quite doing just yet. Slam down on the back line. Fefo gonna have to use the Suzu. Nice dive coming in to get back into that, and keep them alive. Fefo's now gonna take down Burt. Crow's gonna fall thanks to the Venom Mine of all things. And Argentina can keep the hold going in their favor.
Minute 45, they got about 3 meters away. So, I mean, they're looking for this next push as being the push that takes them out. And, oh, my God, gets taken down by the spike guard. That is not what you want to see. That gives Oracle free reign.
Free reign indeed, and more time off the board for their push. But if Tizzy goes, they do. Burt finds that opening. That's huge. It's massive right now. If they can find more and more opportunities, but there's going to be the nano boost in. You can get back into this, but Zuko is felled out, and it is just Fefo left on the point, and it is going to allow Chile to open up second point.
That's exactly what they need. And like I said, if you force Argentina onto those mines, it's done, and Oracle's gone.
Oracle dead, and now you can keep pushing forward if you're Chile. Not giving them any time and space, and just great coming in there, able to slam down onto Tizzy, rotating away. Crow has to get some healed. And now when they do that, they can get back into the thick of it. But for now there's the slam in, still waiting, still looking as Kitsune Rush comes in, dueling on the point as Crow is going to get caught. And so now Bert's going to stay alive for a moment. They're going to try to get tracked down. Tizzy is able to find them out, and Argentina are back in control of the defense.
Down barrier available, probably to save for this downpour coming up from Tizzy. Argentina being very, very elusive in their respect as far as them giving positioning up. They took control of high ground. There is the diva that I was looking for. This is actually going to be a great look here, but Heising is going to be gone, locking in the legs.
Yeah, dead. Both of them have swapped off that Widowmaker now onto the Cassidy and Soldier 76, respectively, for both sides. Long range snipe there from Tizzy, taking down Burt already. He's gonna have to force a reset yet again for Chile.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mobility. It's a mobility of Tizzy that's absolutely throwing fits for Chile right now, which is why Crow should be getting a lot of work done here, but you got to protect Heising here on this Soldier 76, but you have the spot healing, which is an added benefit.
There's going to be the downpour in. Oracle's found Census out. You've got the sound barrier to keep it going your way, but Poplots is felled out, so you're not going to be able to do anything else. Now we're going to see Huzzy trying to run away, but it looks like they're going to be able to, but the rest of Chile can't say that.
Well, you got self-destruct. No, you got the remat coming through. Pulse Bomb ready to go for both the traces here, but another big amount of ultimates here for Argentina. They should be able to hold this pretty well.
Yeah, especially since Huzzing's down. Pulse Bomb out from Trigger Noelis isn't going to find anything. Just buys him time, buys him space. 1 minute 15 to go. Burt is going to fall. It should just be another reset coming in for Chile.
I mean, Chile has options here. Burt back over to the Sombra. So, I mean, you're looking to play for Kitsune Rush here. Maybe get Crow up to this self-destruct. They can probably get it done.
We'll have to find out, right? I mean, self-destruct, it just gives you a new lease on life, but you've already lost Burt yet again. Nano Boost now coming, and an Electric Cowboy is going to get damage done on the Poplots with the help of Tizzy there. Ooh. Okay. There you go, Oracle. You finally found that shot. But it was just it was a little embarrassing for Oracle. I felt kind of bad that we highlighted that portion for them.
It's still better than my aim.
Yeah, me
it's
too.
Still better than my aim.
That's why I play tank.
Lots of pressure though.
Yeah, lots of pressure coming in. There's opportunities, right, for Chile. They have this Kitsune Rush. They have the self-destruct. But is it going to be enough? You're walking into a Kitsune Rush of Fefo too, dueling on the point, and now you've lost Fefo. You've still got, and you definitely have this in your back pocket. but is it going to be enough? The Oracle's now down, and it looks like it's getting better and better. Hacked up is Tizzy, and if you could take them down, it's all she wrote for this defenses. There's going to be a pause coming in as Zuko disconnects.
Yeah, that's an auto pause that came through there because of a disconnection. But I mean, Chile were winning that last fight regardless of any connection issue. So, my word, that is some good stuff there. Up against the wall, you know, they're down, they're facing match point, right, Joshua?
Yeah.
And they are not showing any signs of slowing down. This swap over to the Diva has been monumental. It may not be generating the self-destruct as fast, but what they are doing is mitigating so much incoming damage to their DPS and support lines that it's really turning the factor of this fight in their favor. And then when Tizzy decides to get over aggressive, which we saw a lot yesterday, they're able to get in there and you know, use the mech to block a lot of the damage coming in from the hazard. So they're getting the value that they need. Looks like we have everybody back.
Yep, looks like everyone's back now as we head into the third and final point. And Trinconuelas is down yet again. Zuko is now in the lobby. So that was just kind of a lost fight anyway. And now you're going to have to reset ult percentage too.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
But I mean, they had used it a little bit earlier, so I'm not necessarily sad as much as I could be. You know, it gives everybody a quick little breather too. But Oracle's back onto the Widowmaker, so this is going to have to be kind of a sign here that they need to be careful.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be hard.
Woo!
Ooh, so you're going to be able to find something. Not any picks quite just yet. Damage is being done, though, from long range. Downport in from Tizzy. They are going to get hacked up for a moment. Thanks to this virus or what have you. Now we're down to 30 seconds to go, and Poplotz is going to find Zuko out. The picks keep coming in. Chile, Burt finding a couple, and now they're going to be able to complete this point here, Billy. And this is huge for Chile in the long run, unless these respawns come back, but I don't think it's going to be the case. Self-destruct to keep everyone off. Chile complete all 3 points.
Mind you, point 2 was in overtime. So, I mean, you know, Argentina had a very good defense coming through, but they still finished with time. So this is actually good for them. The swaps, the willingness of Crow to move to different tank heroes, absolutely massive for them. So they get what they need there. They get some time on the clock as well. Husing got to be aware of positioning. You know, unfortunately, there's the swing and the misses from Oracle that was quite scary, but this was the pivotal moment here where everything turned. It only took them 10 more seconds to get the point over.
Yeah, great use of that EMP from Burt, making that swap over. Good stuff from them. Getting that done is now we'll have to rotate or go into the attacking phase of Argentina. Great. I mean, we're not looking at a vast disparity besides, right? I mean, look at the damage that Tizzy outputted instead. The top damage in the lobby here from Tizzy yet again, time and time again. But still, Chile were able to complete all 3 points. I mean, they're just doing good stuff.
I mean, I'm looking right now, and you know, Crow's not too far behind. I think actually got a lot of work done there between the bevy of heroes that they played. So we'll see. We'll see how this is going to go over.
Tizzy's going to try to start it off yet again. Crow's going to keep that Diva here today. Hack not going to come in onto Tizzy. The anti-nade did buy some space, but hey, a nice spiky wall coming in. It's going to make Burt retreat, need to get healed up because they're still at 15 HP.
Oh, bye-bye. Fusing. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, good hit there onto the Sombra as well. So Sombra's got to get out of there. You know, if they can hold high ground here for, you know, maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds, I think you get a lot of value out of it.
He's now Gonna see as Poplots and Crow are both antied up. Tizzy is gonna get hacked and antied, and they're gonna get taken down. Shot gonna come in. Not gonna find anything quite just yet from Oracle. They're gonna get pushed back as Trinket and Wayless goes back to spawn too. Well, now, Crow is gonna have to rotate back. Still, now you're gonna come into this. Pushing the cart is, yeah, tricking the Wayless on the Tracer. Rotating in and rotating around. Crow back up the high ground.
I mean, the fact that Zuko is hitting all these shots on a grappling Widowmaker is scary at first, and then you know, impressive in the second part. And there goes Tizzy again. This D.Va is starting to really work.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, there. He might be a little tilted now with this happenings. Now to under 2 minutes to go here. Crow looking to get some kills. Made Fafo go over to the Brigida.
Don't hate it. I don't hate it. They still need to worry about, you know, where Trinket Wayless is at right now, because they do have this pulse bomb ready to go.
Pulse bomb ready. Trinket Wayless has popped it out. There's a self-destruct to come back in. Nano boost in from Tizzy as Crow is going to fall before they can get back into Mech. Tizzy can make some space, take it away here from Chile, and maybe get Senses out. They're going to look to get that sleep dart. Not going to be able to find it. It's now downpour available for Tizzy.
Yeah, and you catch Crow out, and now you go in with that and try to eat it if you can. I don't think they will. Actually, the Nano comes out on the Crow and saves them.
Nano boost comes in, and Oracle is down. Thanks to Burt in the backline. Almost has this EMP available here. You are going to get demeched, though. Under 60 seconds to go. Gonna get this, get a hold if you can find this win. EMP coming in over the top. Only going to connect to 2, but is it going to be enough to save this fight for Chile? As Crow is felled, trades keep coming in. Tizzy's still on a rampage. 4 kills, 5 coming in, and that's great stuff for Tizzy there.
What a great rally coming in from Fefa right there. Keeps Tizzy in the fight even against the EMP. And now they're looking for any kind of a stop here. The momentum might be in Argentina's favor. Look for Husing to get something done with this Tracer.
Yeah, now see if they can get some more success. Or we'll see. Chile could indeed do a better time on this defense here than Argentina. Getting that full hold like they were hoping for, but it's all going to be a matter of time still. As Argentina look to start it off, they need to find an engagement tool. They're going to have Pulse Bomb available from Trinket and Wayless in a second. Nano Boost is up and ready to go too, but Tizzy's antied up. Now they're going to get going in. Nano Boost in, rally in from Poplots too. Tizzy going to try to buy some time. Fefo's going to fall though. Still trade in. Oracle finding Husing is huge, but it still looks like Chile are going to be the ones to come out on top of this engagement.
Oh, the spiky wall saves. Tizzy is going to get out. Don't pursue it too far. You're under 2 minutes here inside of the hangar. Need to worry about positioning rather than pursuing kills.
Yeah, it definitely is. We're down to under 1 minute 40 on the board now. You've got this downpour. You've got Nano Boost. If your Census right, you can invest this onto Crow quite easily for a get out of here free card and go back in. It's nice opening on the Census here. Nano Boost no longer a matter for the time being. Now Tizzy's gonna take all the space in the world. They're just gonna reset.
I mean, the fact that the D.Va is still in mech is amazing and the best. Now they're gonna have the self-destruct coming in. They've got the that reset right now. The sleep comes through, but the hack is there.
Back onto Tizzy and slept up to anti-nade coming in. Now EMP comes through. Gonna connect to 4, and Oracle's down first. Tizzy is trying to stay alive, blocking to save their life, but it's not gonna matter. Under 60 seconds to go, and Chile can definitely have stuff to keep it going.
I mean, they held on to the self-destruct. They're gonna have Pulse Bomb. Poplots is generating these rallies faster than I would think possible. But the overclock is going to be the big thing right now. Can Crow manage the defense matrix long enough to get these other players into the fight and really take back positioning from Argentina?
We'll have to wait and see, as there's going to be the downpour in. It is going to lock up someone on high, but not going to be for long. No one falls to it quite just yet. Trinconuela's very low. He's going to get taken out, but Bert's the one to fall. Going to get back pretty quickly, though, as the Sombra, as Trinconuelas is going to get traded. Hussing finding that pick is massive. Now Overclock comes in with a nano boost on the to boot. Crow's going to have to use that self-destruct. Buffalo's down. Self-destruct, not going to find anything, but Hussing is still alive and well. Supports are gone, thanks to the tracer play of Hussing. Another one bites the dust, and that is going to be that. We're all tied up, Billy, headed to control.
Map 5, baby. We thought this was going to be close, right? We thought this was going to be a litmus test here for Chile to see where they are standing. They were facing match point, and now we are going to an ultimate final map. It's going to be Control, and boy, did they look good on Control yesterday.
They did indeed. They did indeed. I mean, Tizzy just couldn't do enough for Argentina in the end. I mean, just they were just on a tear on this Hazard. I mean, in the end, here's the team play from Chile, right? Able to do enough to keep it going, tie the series up, take this map away, which was looking so good for Argentina thanks to Oracle's Widowmaker, but it wasn't a non-factor, but it almost was, because the rest of Chile were able to play so well to shutting it down.
Can we talk about Bert's Sombra? Getting a lot of value there, but I mean, I think that Crow making the swap, getting off of the Wrecking Ball, going away from the Zarya, and bringing the Diva out. That is the big change here, is because you minimate so much damage. You can chase the Hazard around while they're climbing, and deal with all the stuff that's coming in from them. Deal with the anti-nades coming in. Lots of mitigation there from Crow. Definitely the right pick there. And Escort, as you said, is our next map, and
Ilios.
I'm excited. It's Ilios, yeah.
Ilios is our last map of the evening, and we'll see how that turns out, right? Like you said, they looked really good on Control yesterday. And so did Argentina, especially that first point until Brazil locked in. And it looks like we're making some changes here too. Backline Fear has come back in to the game, and Mix as well. So Backline Fear is going to be coming back in to bring that Genji out. And then if they need the Tracer, I assume Oracle's going to go back to it. But I think we're just going to see that Genji Freya that we saw from Argentina yesterday.
No changes in from Peru or from Chile. Yeah. I mean, I look at the damage from that last map, and I mean, it was only 4 points in total, 4.5, almost 5. And Tizzy and Oracle with 25k between them. That's almost as much as Team Chile had as a whole. It was about 20, maybe a 20,000. I mean, they had half as much damage as the entirety of Team Chile had. So
yeah,
that is crazy. But the team play, the brotherhood, the camaraderie, the national pride is online here as we head to Greece. And I mean, there's opportunities for Zarya here. Diva plays better here, though, in her current state than any of the other tanks right now. I think the only better tank right now on Ilios right now is Ramatra, because you can play him across all 3 maps.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be careful where the environmental kills can come in. Playing the Ramatra, because Diva can obviously, boost her up and get away from the environmental kill. I don't see many other tanks being as good as Ramattra. I think D.Va right now, especially here in South America, with the familiarity, with the the play style of the southern continent, I think that we really could be seeing a genesis here for Crow. But it remains to be seen what they bring out here. What kind of mindset do they have? Which submap do we start on? If we start on Ruins, I would expect to see Hazard versus D.Va once again.
Yeah, could bring back the Ramacha. We saw it from Tizzy earlier, but the most comfortable they've looked is on this Hazard. I'd have to reckon, or the Orisa, right? So if we don't see the Hazard, I assume we're going to see the Orisa from Tizzy. But then
That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, we'll see though. What the play is going to be.
If you guys are wondering why we have not gotten into the map yet, they have not readied up yet. And I think that there is some serious strategizing going on right now for both these teams. There might have also been a bio break because it was a 5-minute timer. So, backline fear coming in had some good moments there, Joshua, yesterday against Team Brazil on the Genji. Had a couple of massive blades that came through, playing very well with Zuko. Really did, try to empower Zuko, or at least make the job easier for Zuko. That's a better way of putting it, of keeping the Cyber Ninja up. But, I mean, this is the first iteration of Copa America, right? Mm-hmm. Big thanks to Grupo Senju and Headrammer and Hippie and everybody at xyba.gg producing this whole thing. It's in 3 languages, folks. Mm-hmm. And we deserved a map 5. We finally got it.
We did indeed, and I hate to say it, I think it's going to be the only one that's not a sweep, right?
I mean, yesterday, Peru and Argentina.
You're right.
We had a 2-1 there.
My fault. But other than that, I don't think, unless one of these two teams should bring something out, right, against Brazil tomorrow, I don't see it ending any other way other than a sweep. But it looks like the match is currently on hold. So we're going to head to a short little break, and then we'll come back when the game is ready to commence, and we'll give you that map 5 action right after this. Welcome back, everyone. We've got confirmation that the game is underway yet again in Face the Lobby. It's just started back up, so it'll be back for us in about a minute or so. But before we head into that, we'll take a look at how we got into the series yet again. It's all tied up 2-2 as we're headed into Ilios yet again.
We talked about how this could go down. It's all over but the crying, right, Joshua? Thinking about how these two teams are going to lock heads. We've seen a great battle between Tizzy and between Crow almost the entire day. I'm looking forward to seeing this continue. I'm looking forward to seeing the adaptation coming from both sides as well. Bert absolutely saves Chile with the Sombra pick. And this is going to be something that Argentina really looks forward to, depending on what they are going to be running here. Because, man, we have been looking at some domination on the DPS for maps 2 and 3. You bring out Bert onto the Sombra. Crow, bites the pill and goes to the D.Va and finds massive value with it, Joshua. That's what we're looking at. It's adaptation in real time. Mm-hmm. And this is the moment for Chile. Can they get themselves over the edge, or do Argentina solidify themselves in that solid top of the second tier here in South America? It's all going to come down to Ilios.
All down on to Ilios, the battleground of Greece. Seeing great great battles before in ancient times. Now we see another one indeed. It's Argentina versus Chile, which is geographically ridiculous because there's a whole ocean between them. But it can happen in Overwatch, and that's where it's happening. And like I was saying before we had to take that break, Tizzy is going to be locking that Orisa, which I was not surprised to see. Not.
No, I don't think that's a surprise at all. Backline Fear obviously coming in with the Genji here. So I mean, Genji and Widow are going to be your DPS here. More mobility here with Heising being able to get the reset, or the reset. Also, you know, if you can get Burt into good position here and take down this Kiriko, this is going to be a great first fight for them.
They did get caught out there by Fefo for a moment, but still Census lands the kunai, takes down Fefo, and now Oracle's going to get taken. Poplax, the one to assassinate the Widowmaker. The assassin becomes the assassinated. It's now... it looks like Chile are going to be able to take control of this with Tizzy falling down late.
Yeah, I mean, this is the great first result here for Chile. They found the Widowmaker out early, and were able to close down on it. Expecting some changes, there they go. Oracle over to the Widowmaker. So, I mean, Inference Sights are not going to be online now. So, I mean, you've got two flanking heroes here. Crow's going to have to be so careful. That's a massive nano or anti, but Zuko goes down.
Great combination there from Husband and Crow, right, combining right there. Now we'll see if they can keep it going. Burt is going to get that virus into the onto Tizzy, buy some time. And now, well, they're trying to get some space here for them. We haven't been able to see anything quite just yet. Husband's going to have to rotate it back. Not going to be able to stay, or not going to be staying on the front line. Now Backline Fear finally getting in on this kill feed for Argentina as Tizzy's going to go down low, put them to that pulse bomb, still staying alive for the moment. But, you know, no, I mean, Argentina hasn't been able to find anything. They find some picks, but then in response, Chile are going to come back stronger. They finally find Poplats, which is going to be huge. Minefield available here from Crow, and they can just drop it onto the point, but Tizzy finally opening it up here for him. Backline Fear is going to get taken down, and Tizzy might go down just quickly afterwards, too. And like I said, they're just not able to confirm any more kills, and it's Chile coming back, swinging back doubly into their favor, taking down another one. It's already up to 80%.
One ultimate to win that fight. And I thought that Tizzy had the massive advantage there, but nay. That minefield was massive, and then the follow-up behind it was so dang good. Continue rush here to start out Fefo, and then Pulse Bomb ready to go as well.
It's EMP available. Burt has to run away, get some healing up before they can invest this EMP. It's going to come in now. You're going to find two, and that's going to be all you need, right? As Tizzy's going to get deleted instantly. Now the point is a minefield of Kitsune rushes. It's all over now. Team kill comes through, and Chile are unlocked.
The manual hack onto Backline Fear as they were activating Dragon Blade completely effed the entire mid-fight there. Good Lord, Tizzy was getting work done there over on Mega, but then the push through and the follow-up was too good. Husing playing this perfection-wise, and I love this. I love the MP and then the virus onto the Diva and gets it done. There it is. That cleared everything out.
Everything cleared out in the end. Now we'll have to see, right? It's all on the line. I mean, goodness, Husing and Crow. No deaths between the pair of them. We're on to well here, Billy, and Crow could just be even more of a menace now.
Watch the pathing here. Watch the stealth. They haven't found him yet. They brought out Oracle onto the Cassidy. Magnetic grenade is going to be so very important. He takes the elevator up. They don't know he's here.
don't at all. And they're going to be able to, oh, they're going to get hindered up, so they're not going to be able to die to that slam, but still, Oracle falls nonetheless. Great engagement from Crow already, and we'll see if they can keep it going their way. They've already got capture percentage, and Tizzy's going to go flying into the sky, and Poplots finds that opening. Reset has to come in from Argentina now.
I mean, this is very, very bad for them. You know, looking at what Chile's bringing into this. Crow just has the lion's share of what they want to do. The hinder does come through. The sleep comes through. That's too far, Crow. You need to get back into your more passive ways a little bit. A little bit too much of an overextension there. But watch Husing and Senses get the work done.
Yeah, as now as they're gonna come in, rotating onto the point. As finally Argentina is going to load in, take control of this point, finally get some capture percentage here on Ilya. Whoa. So now you might be able to find more, as yeah, you are indeed. More picks come through from Argentina, as that should seal it for them.
Yeah, I mean, good stuff there. I mean, I love the swap over to the Cassidy. Obviously, that magnetic grenade is going to be so very important. But also the Brigitte right now already has Rally online, so double ultimates coming in for Chile. You've got a Consumer Rush that should really be able to give them a push on the point.
Yeah, as now going to go into it. There's a hack coming in as point is being pressured out by Chile. Now Rally in. As they're going to see if there's the pulse bomb in. Point is going to get flipped back over to Chile's favor. Downpour in. Nice engage, but they're going to get hindered up. Crow's got to stay alive for the time being. Everyone's so very low on Chile, but no picks have come in from it. Just as I say that, Census is going to get clicked down to oblivion. And now Argentina can walk back into this as they're not going to have any healing. Crow's going to stay alive, though. Has the minefields available to keep it going their way, keep buying more time. Minefield gonna come out. Crow needs to get healed up, but they're gonna get taken down nonetheless. Is now we're gonna see if that's gonna keep it going. Yeah, it is. Argentina should be back in control.
I mean, they're just holding for the last couple of seconds here. Senses are gonna hopefully be able to teleport out. Tizzy's in pursuit, and now here comes the Diva.
Yeah, as Oracle is down now, and this is the perfect opportunity to come back into this. EMP available here for Chile. And you could invest early Sound Barrier 2, but it's all on the back. Nope, you're just going to get the lead. I was going to say the Dragon Blade could be huge, but you're not there any longer, and Nano Boost has to come in to save Tizzy's life. But you're going to have to back away. Now Tizzy is going to be able to find Census out. So Sound Barrier has to be invested. Deadeye coming through. Going to get pressured out is Oracle. It's still alive for the moment. You're going to eat it all up in the end as Crow is going to get D-Mech taken down. Stuck up. Oracle down. Dragon Blade comes back in. Backline Fear is going to be able to find a couple. 2, 3 coming in from the Genji of Argentina.
We're going to Lighthouse, my friend, because that was brilliant. What a good wait there. What a bait out of the EMP. There was no real other way to get in there unless there's kills coming through here for Chile, and there is a Rally on the board.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Zuko started it off, but you know what? Chile is going to be... Oh, uh-oh. Well.
All right. Looks like a power outage or a disconnect once again, so yay. That is scary.
Yeah, it's not good at all. Hopefully we'll figure that out quite quickly, right? And then we'll be able to get back into the game. But until then, I mean, right, it really does look like Argentina are going to tie this up here, Billy. I mean, it's looks almost impossible for Chile to come back into this this Lighthouse subvariant.
I mean, run well. So, like, I think that going into this, you know, they've got a Rally on the field. Pulse Bomb's not anywhere near ready to go. I think that if Crow can get back on there and start eating some damage in, that might give them a little bit of chance. So that's what we're looking at right now. But here we are back into the game.
Back into the game we go. It's all... Oh, no, Fefo! Oh, will. Wait, that's huge. And now Zuko's going to fall. You find Bert out, but yeah, so that isn't quite just enough yet for Chile to make a difference, have something happen their way. As now, well, Fefo's making the swap over to the Lucio to get back to the point, and so has Huzzing made the swap over to the Pharah. The picks are coming in. Chile's back in control.
You asked for a miracle, you got it. And I mean, you're going to have Kitsune Rush coming into this fight. Nothing online for Argentina. Everything is so far away. This could be over just from the Kitsune Rush alone. The minefield, if Crow gets enough damage in the next couple of shots, everything could be off of there. And the big thing is the Concussive Blast. If Concussive Blast knocks any of the touchers away, it's going to be done.
We'll have to see here. Is there going to be even a touch? Okay, Tizzy gets there in the end. Kitsune Rush now comes in from Census, and Tizzy's now down. This is all back into Chile's favor, and it's all but over here, Billy. And that is Chile making the comeback, taking the series 3-2, and they've got the chance to take on Brazil yet again.
Si se puedes, Chile. Yes, we can. That's what they chanted during the 2023 Overwatch World Cup group stages for North and South America. They got their butts handed to them back then. They have grown in the past 2 years, and now they are on the big stage up against Brazil once again. What a series. This is South American Overwatch at its best.
Great stuff all around. I mean, what a series, the best series we could have asked for. I mean, unless Chile can find something in their back pocket, even a map off of Brazil would be incredible for this team, this country, and the nation of Overwatch too, for them. Really give them a lot of confidence going in, whatever might happen with national nationwide Overwatch World Cups, whatever you will, the Olympics, whatever it may be in the future. This could give them that huge confidence boost for that down the line.
I mean, from the Atacama, they came and they conquered, and they get the joy here. They took a beating from Brazil earlier today. Everybody, just remember that. And they are back. They are back, and I mean, it took them 5 maps to do it. This is what they needed. This is what they needed. This is what Chile needed. And they really have climbed up that tier now, my friend. Mm-hmm. I am so proud of this nation. I'm proud of Argentina, too. I mean, they fought. You know, they took the L on the first map. They take the next 2, and yeah, I mean, they go down 3-2, but good Lord. What a statement for South American Overwatch here in 2025, Joshua. It's not over. We got one more day.
We do, in fact, have one more day, Billy, and it is going to be at that same time tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll be here yet again, bringing you the grand finals. It's going to be a first of 4 tomorrow as well. So even more Overwatch to happen as we can take a look at the brackets yet again. Brazil versus Chile is your grand finals matchup.
It is going to be a very difficult challenge for Chile. Let's call a spade here. You know that I'm one of the most honest casters when it comes to gameplay and what people's chances are. I think this was the tournament here for Chile, was getting into the grand final. Mm-hmm. Nobody had them on the radar. I didn't have them on the radar when we came into this Copa América. And for that, I say to the entire nation of Chile, lo siento, I did not know. No que sabía. So, now that we are here, Chile is on the precipice of making a statement in the entire continent, in the entire LATAM region. This could be a huge moment for the Atacama boys. Mm-hmm. I cannot wait to see what they bring tomorrow. They need to get some rest. They need to do a little VOD review with their coach. Poplots came in and had fun today. Their coach came in and got it done. Yeah. So, I mean, there was an entire team effort to take down one of the biggest teams in the LATAM region in Argentina, and they come out with a map 5 thriller.
It was really good stuff, and we'll hopefully see more of that great gameplay coming in from Chile tomorrow as they take on the Titans of South America, Brazil. Again, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Joker's Rant Twitch channel for your English broadcast, right? But that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you all for watching. It's been me, Joker, him, Billy. A huge shout out to a group of Senjo and XYBA putting this all on today, and we're going to give you even more of a banger tomorrow. Be sure to be there. Thank you all for watching wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.
Buenas noches.
Water is the softest and most yielding substance, yet nothing is better than water for overcoming the hard and rigid, because nothing can compete with it. Lao Tzu.
Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new